Welcome to the WealthGenius Podcast. The WealthGenius Podcast. Strategies for multifamily real estate investing, mindset, community, success. The WealthGenius Podcast with your host, the godfather of real estate, Alfonso Cuadra, who has expansive experience in business and massive success as a real estate investor. The WealthGenius Podcast. Let's dive into today's episode.
Cody Yeh. What's going on?
What's going on, Alfonso?
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming by. Like I was telling you before we started filming, I'm going to put myself in a position of a student, right? Of someone that needs to know about this stuff because I'm a real estate guy. I'm the real estate guy. You're the stock options guy. And it's always like, I want to learn. I like to do some stock options. It looks fun. But when I start thinking about it, it just becomes complicated in my mind. Mm-hmm. So pretend I'm like a 12-year-old, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, I want to go, I'm obviously, being a little bit comical there, but I want to get into your brain, because you are the stock options guy, right?
That's far, yeah.
No, you're the guy. You're the guy. And I want to know kind of what makes you so successful in that game. And how you came to even be in stock options in the first place, because most people look at the market as like, oh, I want to get in the market, and mm-hmm. they go to maybe a broker or they go get a self-directed account and they start trading,
mm-hmm. Yeah, start gambling.
Yeah, start gambling.
What people call, yeah.
Yeah, because they don't know what they're doing. So before we get to all of that, kind of bring us up to date. What do you do? How do you do it? And, what's your daily activity?
Okay, cool. Well, that's a loaded question. So first of all, my name is Cody Yeh. I started investing in stocks in 2011. I came to this country, Canada, at the 2009. So I started in second year of university. I might look younger than what my actual age is, and I tend to keep it that way. But then throughout the years, I invested in stocks, and I was a day trader 2015 to 2017. And meanwhile, at that time, I was working full-time. I graduated as an engineer from the University of Toronto, and I was working as a second job, trading in the Asian market. Right now, that looking back, it was crazy. But at that point, I was trying to prove something. Like all the engineers, we're very single direction brain. We just want to prove something. If someone else could do it, we could do it. Right now, looking back, not the most efficient of time and not the highest win rate, right? And that's why 2018, that's when we start stabilizing our stock option investing strategy. And hence we have our fast money, medium money, and slow money. Just like in real estate, you can have your wholesaling, flipping, fast money. You can have your BRRRR, medium money. You can have your buy and hold, slow money, or private lending, all that good stuff, right? So we have that established since 2018. And that's when, going all the way back, we make a lot of mistakes. Like we have lost money on stocks because we were one time thinking that we were better than Warren Buffett, right? And then the more books that we read from Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, that we found that there's reason why they were so successful in the long term. There's reason why they don't treat stock investing or stock option investing as gambling, because they have something that is so simple, so lack of a better word, so boring, but it's work consistently, right? So we attract a lot, we draw a lot of the insight from that and make a modified version for what works for myself and thousands of my students. So
I can get on board with that, because in any industry that I've seen, the people that are least successful are the people that are flipping, right? Like in real estate, I want to be a flipper. I want to make millions of dollars, and there's always like the get rich quick. And when you look at, Warren Buffett's strategies to simply buy and hold is basically if you can do that in any industry, like if you want to be in Bitcoin and you want to be get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, you're not going to be successful. The people that are successful is like, okay, let's have a long-term plan. Let's do this long-term, buy and hold. And so, what got you attracted to stocks in the first place?
Because when you're second year in university, you don't have a lot of money. I can't go and buy real estate. At that time, I was still an international student. My tuition fee was $30,000. So I want to be like other people that go and work part-time. But with a visa, you can only work 10 hours, I think around 10 hours per week.
So you got to maximize those hours.
So I'm like, should I just focus on learning more, or should I go get paid minimum wage and learn a little bit? So at that time, I picked just maximize on learning everything. I was like, so like, I don't know if you know, but engineers' schedules are very packed in school. We have a maximum of 6 courses each semester. I cannot take on any more. But at night, I go sit in on accounting, corporate finance, investing, corporate behavior, all those courses at night until the professor know me and don't kick me out anymore. I'm like, wow. I promise I won't talk. I won't eat.
So you were taking your course, you had your course load.
Yeah.
And then you decided, okay, on my spare time, I'm going to go to all these other courses.
Yeah, at night, I just asked my friend, hey, I saw you sign up for that. What's your timetable look like? I just go. And it's free, right? I already pay for it. I pay $30K per year. I might as well maximize it.
Yeah.
Right? So that's where we started. And then soon I realized that school don't really teach you the real strategy. They teach you everything. They teach you the things that the computer can do. For example, if you go to when school teach real estate, they teach you everything about, how do you do appraisal? How do you come up with this? But they don't tell you the strategy. How do you make money in real estate long term? Same thing in stock options.
Well, and I would have to say, because in order to teach something, you kind of have to have done it. Hard to teach something that you don't believe in or you've never done.
Yeah, so I always love the guest speaker that they bring in from the industry.
Yes.
And that's where I learn the most. Whenever there's guest speaker, I go and I ask hard question, right? Instead, no offense to all the professor, but a lot of time the professor is teaching something that they don't have real experience in, or they just have a little bit of it. So I like the professor has not just put their name on a company, but the actual advising and put their money or skin in the game if the company goes up or down. So I respect those people a lot more early on. And that's still today, I only listen to people like yourself. Or when I ask people about WealthGenius, I'm like, who should I listen to, right? I work with a mortgage broker that kind of help a lot of your people too. So I know, the names that I know I can fully trust because the mortgage broker trusts them because they see everything, right? Yeah. I was telling everyone, between mortgage broker and my accountant, each of them I'm half naked. If they talk to each other, I'm fully naked.
Nice. So 2011, you start getting into the, was it just trading? You're just doing trading?
No, that's just boring investing, like bank stocks.
Yeah.
Right? And that time, like index funds, like mutual fund was still
Are you making money at this point?
It's like boring money. It's like, 5%, 8%. I'm like, that's got to be something faster. You put in 10,000. Oh, that's too slow.
Yeah.
And so
what, how did you get introduced to stock options?
Yeah, so before that, I was day trading. I met my day trading coach through a friend that introduced me to day trading coach. So she's from Taiwan. She doesn't have any social media, no marketing, right? Because she was taking people's money kind of through exemption. I don't know if she has the right structure set up, but I was looking at her trading live. She was 24 years old. And she was driving a Rolls Royce. So when you're like 23, 24, that's how you equate to rich or being wealthy. Is like, this girl is 24 years old driving a Rolls Royce. That must be something. She was managing $50 million. Why would someone trust her? So I was trying to learn it. In the beginning, it was, we're losing money the first 8 months. I was yelling at my coach, like, what the hell? I learned from you. You're successful. I'm not. Why? She said, Cody, this is part of the process because this is not for normal people. So I didn't, after a year, we were up. Second year, I'm still up, but I'm like 5-6 hours per day. This is way too much, right? So I kind of stopped doing that and say, how can I spend my time on something that can generate me the most amount of money with the least amount of stress? And that's why we start stabilizing the stock option. And that's where we get into, reading Warren Buffett stuff, Charlie Munger stuff, like what do they know that I don't? And that's where we get introduced to the selling option strategy.
Yes.
We're kind of like an insurance company now. Yeah. We're like the casino.
Well, I want you to explain it to me like I'm 12 years old, okay?
Yeah.
Stock options, it's not trading.
Yeah. Well, I only make 1 to 4 transactions per month.
Okay.
So in the CRA's world, I'm trading, but truthfully, it doesn't take much time.
So do a lot of people do this?
Also, hundreds of students paying high ticket for it, thousands of students that go
No, but
through
I'm just
different
saying,
level.
like generally, like because it's not something that is talked about. When
Not-
you hear,
not that much,
When
no.
when you watch like any like I watched what's that movie, the
Wolf of Wall Street,
Wolf of Wall Street or whatever, or
The
there's
Big Short.
There's the other one is Ballroom or no. Boiler Room.
Boiler Room, yeah.
It's like trade, da 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 da. It's like it's so
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
It feels like there's a adrenaline. Is that what stock options? Is there? Do people know about stock options?
I think a lot of people really think stock investing or stock option investing. Like that's why I don't like to use the word trading because I'm really not that active. I only spent